Hey, it's been a long time, but we're back with Deadlands, and it's a short but sweet adventure. Hope you enjoy.
Like
Oh
the
yeah,
maid guitar encampment.
the flamey
Uh,
thought.
yeah, the flamey thought. Tentatively agreed to go seek out Boulder Chucker 9000 and tell him to fuck off and leave her area that she used to be in, and basically convinced said individual that had swallowed a fucking godstone to
Look at
Oh,
his
that
face.
fucking guy.
become a mind slave.
There's my boy.
His name
There's
is
my boy.
Tricky. He's so tricky.
Yeah,
Not that guy.
and he's now
you
on his
really
way
like
to
Tinky,
the.
don't you?
He's on the way to the
Here's shit
mines
about
where.
Tengu. This guy,
Mm.
however,
He's built different.
Yeah.
This is the second time that we've had like a wacky encounter with Kenku. Or at
He's-
least the one that you've created. One.
Yeah, but they
No,
were
last
made
time
at
they were
different times.
Aarakocra.
Yeah, and the other ones were Eric Carter.
You might have noticed that they were able to talk and fly.
Well, they're not very good at flying, but yeah.
I mean,
Or-
they're at least better than Kenku.
Just pulling up the last thing. All right. And last we left off, after you had acquired this which with was blessed by some spirit of Zui. However the fuck that happened to get here, you still don't know. You approach and enter the encampment. Why is my hand a little black hand? I don't like that. Hold up. I don't want.
The tar pits of Pebble.
There we go. I don't know why it's brown. Oh, it's because it's clear. Bright purple so you can see it in the night sky. Right there. You enter the encampment, and a screech echoes out through the night. As you enter the encampment, a feral one, very angry lady. And that's where we ended last time we played 7 years ago. So, where shall we continue? What would you guys like to do as you enter the encampment and hear that kind of ear-piercing screech?
1 second, I'm gonna turn the volume of this music down just a tad. There we go.
Something yelled, you said?
Yeah,
Yeah, the fucking flamey thought was none too pleased that we brought the stone back with us, and apparently seems to be psychically fucking her up.
Oh,
Which, I mean, for what it's worth, was, never explained because she was evasive about why she wanted him gone in the first place.
eh.
Didn't she say she was gonna come to us the same way,
She
like
was.
in the same location as, yeah, so he's gonna just post up at the same spot as last time.
Just hear the screaming in the distance. It's like, yeah, my lullaby.
This is, this is what we're hired
Are you playing Gavin?
It's not
for.
Russian.
Oh, more like, that was a fucking centaur camp filled with centaurs and the fucking
Centaurs?
flaming spirit, and I don't really want to walk down into the middle of the fucking angry centaur camp.
The centaurs? You mean where there's centaurs? Yeah, that centaur camp where there's centaurs.
Cusco's poison.
For Cusco. Cusco's poison. Alrighty. The rest of you also sat up, just chilling.
I guess. What else are we gonna do?
Sit and
I
wait.
don't know.
Cool.
Yeah, because I'm assuming when we hear this, does it seem like some of the camp begins to stir at all, or?
Yeah, they're kind of all over the place, having a little bit of a freak out. And there's There's a lot of not fun things going on in there.
What
But you
the hell
guys
are
are.
we even gonna do about this?
Honestly, I think we posted. We do exactly what we agreed to with her.
Okay.
So we should probably take the orb far away.
I mean, do we know that that's what's caused it? To be honest, as of
You
yet.
you can roll me religion checks. But as a
Oh,
reminder, you did
shit.
feel an overwhelming presence when you guys opened the stone last and looked at it. And it's just like, God told you, conquer the West, take over the land. And it's just like, okay, God.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
Comes the old -1 religion, baby.
-1.
I
Yeah.
have -1 religion.
Why
Because
not?
I have faith checks, not religion checks.
He
There is a
believes.
difference. There
He
is a
believes.
difference.
He doesn't know. He just believes.
You
I
subscribe
mean,
to that.
I guess belief is unknowing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he is not a smart lad, but he is a wise lad.
Alrighty.
I have a pretty decent religion.
Do you know? Alright. With those checks, if that's all of them that want to roll, let's see. Let's play a little bit of a game. I should turn chat portions on later. Wait. Hold up. Andrew, have you failed me? It has failed me. Okay. 1 second. Loading screen.
With a fat refresh.
God damn it.
Okay. There we go. Now it's all working. Now we're looking. Now we're off. Now that's where it's at. All right, with the 15 religion check, Handy, you remember in your time for the North the research that was done and some information that was kind of not fed to you directly, but something you picked up along the way, sort of like osmosis by paying attention to the way people refer to things and dance around the topic as something. It is not something openly discussed, but the presence of the divine spirit Zui is believed to be kind of like a crushing force. Think of it like it suppresses and subsumes everything around it, and so other divine spirits react negatively to its presence very regularly. It's like a very, very bad time for them. And for you, Emery, you from your experience with the rock earlier can kind of put a little bit of two and two together that your faith and your connection is a little bit less obvious and more internalized than like an outward connection to the people or the land, like most divine spirits have. So that's likely why you are affected less than like a proper divine spirit that can feel the pressure of whatever's in that rock pretty much all the time.
He's just gonna kind of like look at the fucking sack that they have this thing in, then be like, "Well, shit. Somebody want to go ahead and haul this thing away for now? I'd prefer to stay in chat since I was the one that kind of struck this deal in the first place."
Alright.
I'll handle it.
Much obliged, Handy.
That was not pun not intended.
Intend your puns, coward.
Just the like kind of corner of Father Every's mouth twitching, trying not to smile at that one.
Okie dokie. Andy, as you kind of like depart from the direct area, there's a couple of moments of awkward silence, like a minute or two as you walk further and further, just kind of down the ridge over the horizon, right out of like the direct reach of it. And then there's kind of a flare of light in the center of the encampment. And then drums. Boom, 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 boom. The kind of flares of light boom, boom, in the tent, and then there's another minute or two of silence, and then very much looking like she has quickly tried to reorientate herself, despite you having like clear like for you guys, it's like you guys know you put some fucking shenanigans in someone's mind for a good 2-3 minutes, and then you just see them try to walk out and pretend like they didn't have just a completely terrible experience where the exhaustion is
Just
just
have their fucking back blown out by the fucking god of the west.
exactly right. Um, she looks like
Way of
she's
describing
trying
it.
to mask uh her the tension in her like in her back and the way that she clearly is upset, but she comes at you very pristinely and very like yes, but like you can tell in her eyes
There's
she's
an edge,
like she's thinking about murdering you like sincerely.
Well, first of all, I would like to apologize. I was not aware that the presence would have that much of an effect. I truthfully regret hauling that so close. That was unintentional. My apologies.
Yes. And she just kind of like twitches as you mention it.
That aside, I trust the presence of which at least proves that we've upheld our side of the bargain. The individual has been removed from your domicile.
Fantastic. And you can see she's like gritting her teeth, trying not to say anymore, because she's very clearly like on an edge, and just like vibrating with rage. She's like, I'll move the encampment, let the centaurs roam as they please, and I'll stop with the raiding, so say. So
Yeah. Father kind of nods, and I appreciate you holding up your side of the deal. We'll be on our way. I understand our presence is probably grating after the. Well, I digress.
right, go. That's just she's just like get out.
Yeah. The father would kind of nod, and then just kind of like look to everybody else, like, all right, let's pack up our shit and get the fuck out of here.
Go, 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 go. Right. Alrighty. And which path? Like, are you guys going down this way or like closer around back to the main path?
If we
Pathing
can
towards this.
circle, I'd say if we can circle past, how do I do the little pointer thing?
X.
X. If we can do, let's see, the little, why does it not? Oh my god, my push to talk doesn't work. Like this.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, try and cut through there.
Like
And
there's a
then-
mountain path there, yeah.
You can change. this-
Yeah, I feel like there's like a mountain pass to kind of
Correct.
cut along through there.
As an aside, you can change the settings for the pointer at any point if you like.
So,
In your
yeah.
in your module settings, it's pings and pointers.
But yeah, heading up here towards the oval.
Wide open.
Yeah.
I'm glad
Next
I wrote.
side quest.
I'm glad I wrote down what these were.
You didn't. I did. You son of a bitch.
It's labeled. It's just Ewan's
It's literally-
oval.
I literally had to label all these fucking things because I knew we were gonna fucking forget otherwise. But
Anyway.
yeah, this one was one of like Ewan.
Yes, this is a money-making opportunity,
Yeah.
according to Ewan. It's a scamaz, a scheme, a ruse. And this is
I'm a little
another.
worried that Andy would have to go around the other pass.
No, you could walk through this way because the camp is centered here in this region. So you walking like kind of in the
okay.
direction the party would go. It's not too unreasonable.
Okay.
And you take your leave. But again, it's getting like it's super late. So as you guys kind of catch up to Handy, would you like to set up camp?
Yeah. I'll try and find get some good survival rolls going here. Try and find us a nice area to
Yeah,
camp
I'll
out.
help with that.
Alrighty.
I'm helping.
Yep, advantage. So you can click shift and it'll roll at advantage.
Shoo!
You can also now, if you click the little plus sign, it'll roll with advantage on the same roll. Or when you hover.
Oh, on that when you actually roll it, good to know.
Yeah, you can also press shift when you roll.
That's cool.
Alrighty. With the 21 survival, you kind of pull the group off to the side under another ridge line, kind of in between, just out of direct open air, because you know better than to camp in the open air in this place, because the weather is so volatile that things get bad very quickly, and it's not a wise thing to rest openly without some sort of protection. So you kind of pull under a ridge line, and you set up a small little fire. As a reminder, the people accompanying you right now are their NPC tokens. This has been a whip. And they were quiet during the meeting. Our writer, small little fellow with a gun,
Guy.
and the boy, the myth,
The man.
the Minotaur,
the
Shaman
legend,
Locust, Shaman Locust, who's
our
just
fucking guy.
he's just pondering how Rock can have so much power over a person. So as he kind of just sit, he's like, so why was she scared of Rock?
Well,
Father's trying to like kind of scratches his head about how to like explain this in like as simple a language as possible.
Use
kinda goes-
Locust language.
Yeah. Just kind of goes, well, you know what she was, right? Like a spirit.
Right. Yes. Very hot. Spirit.
Okay. Yes. Ignoring that, to think. Well, you have women in your tribe, right? Right,
I meant
Locust?
fire.
I did not catch what he said.
I
What
meant
was it?
fire. He says genuinely, like just like blink.
Regardless, that's not my point. You do have women in your tribe, though, right?
He just looks
Or
down.
better yet, you think about having an alpha in a tribe,
You mean
like a leader,
you
somebody
mean
who's
lead
far
shaman?
stronger. And yes, exactly.
Yes.
Think of it like that. She was maybe a little higher on the totem pole than some, but the spirit that resides in the rock is like the lead shaman, but the best lead shaman that's ever existed, and is kind of exerting their will over the lesser one.
He kind of just looks at the bag. So why is it Rock?
It's only a portion of the greater shaman, but even that is enough to overwhelm the lesser spirit.
And you see Lucas is like rubbing his chin. I do not understand, but I will think on this. Rock is greatest shaman, and he's just the greatest shaman, and he's just like.
Okay, how about another metaphor for you?
Okay.
Small rock gets smashed by hammer, yes?
Hammer? And he just kind of looks at you.
Axe?
Yeah. But
What weapon does fucking Locust?
he uses his hands and feet.
He doesn't have a fucking. I thought he had like an axe or something.
No,
like a
that's
sword.
just it does the damage of those. It's just his hands and claws and
Oh,
stuff.
gotcha.
did I not find a Minotaur axe?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I'm
He
saying
knew
Locust. He knows.
With the concept
He
of
knows
a-
what it is. knows.
Axes.
He's like, axe isn't for rockets, for people.
Yeah, I have to agree with him there. Or
Fucking
wood.
damn it. All right,
Not
all
wood
right.
rock.
Small stick.
This is an in-character argument.
Small stick. Gets chopped by a big axe, right?
Yes.
Now, even smaller, like little hand axe would still smash stick, correct?
Yes.
So the little axe is kind of like what that rock is in terms of the big spirit. It's like a slightly lesser version of the big thing.
Hmm.
Can still splinter the stick, but it's because it's still
He seems to
well, there's
understand. He seems to understand, but you have a deep feeling of concern as you gotta like walk away to like just take a seat, and you hear him go, "Most powerful shaman is axe."
Jesus Christ.
But you see that he's got the message across, at least to why.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ryder was coming back with us to Katoris, correct?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
My question is, what would you guys like to do after? Oh, don't forget to long rest after your long rest. Just straight to the path, correct?
Heading
Yeah.
for the old oval, with the promise of more battle for our boy Lucas.
The promise of riches and murder. Lucas, murder. Yeah. Feel free to roll me another survival check, by the way. For
Okay.
you guys moving through after you long rest. Daytime. To run. Alrighty. As in us. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Roll me 2 D100s, please. Pull up my old fucking sheet of bad things. 111.
I don't know why that fucking rolled. So it's a 32 and a 79.
I know, don't worry. It always reminds me.
Okay.
I just like poking fun at it. 3279. Good boy. So, you guys begin your trek further up the path, making your way forward, closer and closer to the main road, or the main path you had outlined back home. And there's a couple of difficulties with the local terrain, just like the ground is soft and, super sandy. There's a bit of wind kicking up all over the place, so it's hard to see. But it's not as bad as it could be. So far, there doesn't seem to be any proper storms or anything of the sort. And as you're kind of just walking further and further in, you start to notice something strange. There are a large collection of tall, kind of plants. They're greenish. They look like almost like imitations of trees. They have like little branches of spines, They're like cactus. They're like super cactus. They're bigger and spookier. And there's like a whole field of it right here. Here. So I'll paint it since you found it. Nope, it would let me. Nope.
Well, we gonna try and figure out what the hell what these things are, or we want to avoid this and continue where we were headed. Might have to detour a little bit, wrap around.
Are these
them,
like
but...
rocks or?
It's cactus.
Are they actually cactus, or are they? Just
You can
like
roll me a nature check. They look like it
Yeah.
looks like cactus.
Yeah. Father doesn't fucking trust it one bit.
Sees cactus. The father, not again. Not with this shit. One second, let me-
Natural 20, DM.
God damn it. Every fucking time I talk shit. So, Father Henry Hawkins, you have encountered something like this further down south. Normally they're these sorts of fields form in way wider open spaces, it's strange to have them between two valleys like this because, like, it's strange because the weather here is less volatile, and these things only show up when the weather gets really crazy and like all over the place. Um, they are colloquially, colloquially, they are referred to as the dancing dooms. Anytime that these show up, these would-be cactus, show up in like mass, everybody knows some fucking storm is like a couple days away or something, right? And the reason they're called the dancing and like big storms, the reason they're called dancing doom is because when the storms hit, they dance around, like the cactuses get up from the ground and dance, like it looks like they're dancing. Um, they're also very, very territorial, and the plants will try to kill you if you get too close into their reach.
Okay. Okay.
So
Yeah, the
you've seen
father-
him. You definitely
yeah.
seen a man get stabbed by one of these things, like full impaled and tossed like a rag.
The father's like looking through this fucking sandstorm looking kind of thing, and like is kind of like squints his eyes a bit and like gets a proper look at what the fuck it is, and like, oh yeah, no, we want to go the other way.
Just Uno
Fuck.
reverse.
It's just fuck. Look, it may be best if we either find some very solid shelter and hold up for a few days, or maybe press forward to the next mountain ridge and try and find shelter there. Regardless, we do not want to stay outside.
You see, Locust kind of squints. What's that? He just can't see. There's just sand in his eyes.
Locust, you ever run into the dancing dune before?
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, I promise you it's not. It's less fight oriented, more of a sign that the weather's about to take a real bad turn.
Oh. Locust can beat Storm, and he just kind of as if he's thinking about it. Okay, how big Storm?
Like probably bigger than most you've ever seen before.
Locust not fight Storm.
Yeah, the father kind of nods and goes, "That's a very wise decision. I'm not sure anything would survive one of these storms. To be honest, it's about to get real hairy out here.
Except for the cactus, they love it.
Except for the cactus, but they freaks like.
They freeze.
Uh,
Yeah, you can roll me
yeah,
another survival check to
look
make
to
a
the
different
look
path.
to the party. Look to the party. You don't want to try and get to the opposite mountain. I mean, the father has an inkling that it's still a few days away, right?
Yeah, but you don't know how long the Dancing Doom has been here.
Right.
How long they've been settled. So it's like, it's definitely not instant because you're not feeling it in the air, but you know, it's a sudden thing for most people. Just like, now it's raining hellfire.
I mean, we're like when we
Yeah.
run into these things, we're about halfway across the
Right.
valley anyway, right?
yeah. You'd be, let me move your token more accurately, like there-ish at the outer edge of the ring of
Might as
dancing.
well just keep going. No sense in turning back.
Yeah. Maybe we'll try and go to like this section of the
Cut
mountain
around like this?
ridge. Yeah, like up in here somewhere, so we're not in the middle of this fucking nonsense over here.
Mhm.
But we could probably try and find shelter up here still.
Okie dokie. You can roll me another survival check. Duck out of the way. Oh my god.
Natural
Please.
20 DM.
please. Not like this. I can't be driving twice a week.
Oh, you thought roll 20 resurrect?
I'm just gonna snip this for later. And I'm gonna post it in other games. I'm gonna post it and just put a sad face. Getting fucking destroyed, bro. All right, natural survival. Let's go. Yeah, with the natural 20 and like some quick thinking, you kind of like follow ducking around the path. By the way, you rolled a 19 on the other one, which is just like insult to injury. You make your way, kind of cutting around the fields, with Emery Hawkins kind of guiding people out of the the threat range of the dancing dooms, just so they're not struck and impaled by the giant cacti. Man, I really wanted to use it. And then you kind of make your way to the lower end of the valleys and the kind of hills around the edge of the mountain. The base of it is you've been charging your crits, bottling them up. He's got like
Yeah,
another
man.
3 in him, ready to go. You kind of set up, boom, at the lower edge, and you very quickly kind of find like a small opening in one of the mountains, like probably from some sort of exchange between mountain creatures. It looks like a small cavern, like a not very big. It's like a 30 by 30 kind of hole in the mountain that is just very like it's stable, but it's like something dug through here at some point. Probably like with an exchange with another creature, and you just kind of duck out undercover before any storm hits as night begins to fall again. The day's journey, Wellsworth, and very quick and swift to avoid, death by cactar.
Nice.
Look at them. I'll post the image that I used for cactar for the dancing doom, or the GIF, more accurately.
It's gonna be that fucking dancing cactus from fucking Digimon.
Is this one?
Yep, it literally is. I fucking knew it.
It's from Final
Final
Fantasy.
Fantasy, but yeah.
Is it? Okay, was
Yeah.
that not fucking based off the fucking Digimon one?
There is a Digimon one, but that's the one I'm.
Looks
it-
Maybe
exactly like
maybe
that.
they're this.
Oh, it looks
they're based on the same
extraordinary.
thing.
It looks extraordinarily similar, but not quite the.
Yeah, just like the Pokemon one.
It's just the the Digimon one just has the fucking.
How do you mean the
boxing gloves
Pokemon
on it.
one?
The cactus Pokemon.
The cactus one is a fucking scarecrow.
See?
Yep. Yeah, the cactus Pokemon is either a ball cactus or a scarecrow.
You know what? That makes
Yeah,
Those are the
first
middle
stage
sticks, the
cactus,
Cactuar.
ball cactus. Second stage scarecrow. Like words. Like in English.
understandable. Alrighty.
Eh.
With that underway, you have made camp, and you can hear the wind starting to pick up outside. You don't feel any magic in the air yet, but you have a feeling it's gonna be a little while. And now I get to treat you guys to my favorite part of this campaign every couple of weeks in game. Welcome to You're Stuck Inside with Your Friends. Welcome to quarantine.
Oh god damn it!
I was just
How,
gonna bust out like
how
a.
deep does this cave go?
Not very.
All right, well, sorry, Rock. You're gonna have to eat old meat. Yep.
Makes some wine, another wine, and just kind of looks at you with puppy dog eyes.
I mean, if you want to go out there and hunt, then
He kind of looks out there and then looks at Metsuka like she's dinner.
probably shouldn't eat her. I'm pretty sure she bites back.
Yeah, Metsuka will bear her. Well, it's not really those kind of fangs.
Just hiss at the dog.
Yes, I know you bite harder, but just don't do it.
And then he kind of looks to Ryder, who's like sat on the remnants of the wagon that you guys have been dragging along, and he goes, "I will shoot you." And he just has his gun. Sad dog.
Sad dog hours.
And the evening light is yours. Anything you guys would like to do in this encampment while the sandstorm seems to get worse outside?
Who's supposed to be fucking with the magic rock? That sounds like a resounding no to me. Alright, I'm gonna fuck with the magic rock.
No, nobody said no. Time to play with God. Lift
Um,
In this case, yeah.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna kind of like go through my
Lee, why do you
normal-
sound so like robot?
It's not like bad robot, but it
It's
is
like
noticeable.
weird echo kind of robot. Like you're speaking through like a metal tube or something.
I think my mic may have been slightly unplugged. Is that any better?
No? There's this weird kind of layering. Is your voice
What the
changer
fuck?
on?
No, it's not.
I have no idea.
Let me restart.
Okay. While he does that, anything else anyone else would like to do while you have a couple days, or at least right now, what seems like one day.
I don't have a whole lot going on.
The ghost will play like fucking arm wrestling with you if you'd like.
Can I interact with the ghosts?
No, but they'll try.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Mm. Mm.
I would like to use the downtime for Handy to, like, improve his learn more infusions or something. But that would probably take longer than what we have.
Yeah, but you can start planning stuff.
Okay,
What?
is this any better?
Oh, yeah.
Set every.
It's clean. Everybody's resetting their audio settings today.
It's working fine though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really strange. Yeah, I just had to reset my voice mod and all that.
So it must have been something.
Yeah, I mean nothing was turned on. But...
Say! God damn it.
Jesus.
That fucking burst an eardrum.
Sorry. There's some random numbers, probably just telemarketer.
You know, do you know about your car's extended warranty?
But yeah, so knowing what I know about this like individual, which admittedly isn't much, but I'd still just kind of want to go through like my daily kind of like essentially prayer routine and more or less just try and like ever so slightly kind of utilize the I guess the presence that I feel coming off the stone to try and like kind of I guess reach out like my awareness of other such like presences and to try and like kind of maybe I guess hone in on the presence that I'm used to feeling and maybe get a sense of where I could find something that I'm more used to, kind of like using it as a like a foil almost to that presence.
Okie dokie. Yeah, you can roll me a faith check, which is just your wisdom
Okay.
mod. Hoo boy! So the games begin.
19.
God, it wasn't that natural 20. I saw it rolling onto the 20. I was like, I will shoot myself. I'll just go. I'll just stop. Okie dokie. Oh boy. Okay,
Yeah, it's the Cowboys game. We haven't played it in a while.
I understand you, so I am a spiritual level. With the 19, when you kind of focus on the presence of the stone, you, like the first time you met it and found it, you,
That's physics, which means tinkering can get magic items and has some nice spellbooks.
Okay.
alrighty. So I
Very
don't forget.
cool. Lawn mowed. Mowed
Okay.
lawn today. Okay.
Understandable interruption.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Talking to my stepdad.
yeah, it's all good. been there. Just like, hey, I need you to do something. I asked you 5 minutes ago before we started. It's just like awkward silence. So can you do like the dishes? Alrighty. So with the 19, you kind of open your senses and reach out to the presence in the zone in the same way that you did originally when you kind of shut it off from it, where you focused on yourself. You just let yourself be open to it. And once more, you can hear the kind of creed to like conquer, expand. And it's pretty harsh. Like it's pretty like demanding, but not in a like harsh towards you, just like an uncaring like spread, like grow further, expand, capless,
Spread 'em.
spread up. It's more like a uh hmm, right.
It's just like unwavering, like kind of like it's not necessarily like targeted. It's just kind of
Yeah, right. At least not towards you, but you can hear it. It's like presence.
right.
Um, of it's essentially reaching out for people to listen to this creed, to take over, to spread whatever it may be trying to spread. You don't know, outside of the creed of take over. But you can take a guess, but it's like you can feel that the presence in this tone, while powerful, probably is one note as it stands right now. It's very very much an item that is focused and centralized.
Okay.
It's like someone left it on repeat.
Interesting.
Voicemail.
And do I have any luck trying to use that as like a almost opposite kind of like presence detector? So like understanding what that presence is and then feeling for um like the presence I'm used to, and feeling for the lack of that whenever I feel that presence. So like
Uh,
trying to note
yeah.
where like
Mhm.
opposite energy source would be.
That is definitely something that is harder to read on because it's so overwhelming when in this close. But you can feel the kind of general radius where it expands out. And you can feel as it pushes back on what is already there, the presence as you normally would feel. Kind of get shunted away, and it's not in an easier. It's not in like a readable direction. Rather than the way we think about it is like it doesn't just like push back; it overrides everything around it. Basically.
Okay.
And it can be really dulling to the senses, probably. You can see how something like this would be very agitating to a spirit that is open to
Yeah.
the environment.
Um. Okay. Debating whether or not to fucking just straight up touch the rock as opposed to just kind of like feeling the presence of it from within the fucking bag. Um. Does the yeah, I mean I'll open the bag. Does it seem like this stone or whatever is like workable, malleable in any way? Is
Um,
it
it's definitely something you could, with what you guys found out in the ruins over here after fighting Laz, pumping it over here in the mines. You know that there's probably a lot of road work that could be done to it, but you don't have the tools on hand, or you specifically don't have the expertise to like make this into something specific. You could probably chip at it or something, but who knows what that will do and in what way it will affect
right?
the energy in the stone and the presence in it.
Okay. Well, I'll sit on that and a few other ideas that I've got for this thing, I guess. Debating the consequences of announcing its discovery and declaring Katoris a holy site, things like that.
I had a feeling that would be an angle someone took. Um,
Yeah, I'm sure that wouldn't turn out poorly at all.
no consequence whatsoever. Okey-dokey.
Okay. I don't think I've got anything else I want to try with it right now.
Anyone else? I know that you wanted to start planning. So, Handy, you can roll me a Tinker's tool check to start start crafting a plan for the item that you want to make. Just make sure to note that.
Heck, can I use the Tinker's tool check in this?
You should. If you don't have it on your sheet, you can just roll me intelligence plus your proficiency bonus.
Yeah,
Do you have expertise at this level? For it?
Oh, wait. There it is. I forgot where the roll button was.
Okay. With a 20, you make serious progress on what item were you looking at making? And like, if any.
Homunculus Servant, just to add it to my list of available infusions.
So it's kind of like you start as like you're watching the party with its various pets and like animal companions or animal forms, and he just kind of gets inspired for a moment and starts madly putting together a well, not madly, just like mad with inspiration, just sketching and like scribbling down notes, an idea for something small, diminutive, but still incredibly useful. And you make a solid bit of progress. I will mark that as thing on my side. It'll take a couple more checks to get it fully finished, but you've made a huge chunk of progress.
Anything I can do for towards like creating a new weapon?
Like one of your guns, you can roll. Actually, you were tinkering with the stone, so not today.
Okay. That's fine. I wasn't sure how long that would that whole process would take. That's why
It would take a while because it's a lot of
Okay.
meditating and focusing.
Yeah, not a problem.
Anything
That
for
is all I've
Metsuka?
got.
That doesn't sound like a yes.
Sav, you're muted. Okay, I take that as she. Okay.
She gone.
No reaction.
Is she even here? Is she real? An illusion? Deception.
All right, it's fine. We can
Yeah, move on.
always
Alright.
just circle back once you
True,
get
true,
back.
true, true. And then the evening begins to pass, and the morning arrives. And the sandstorm has lightened up some, but you feel an arcane kind of crackling in the air. And as you kind of just like look outside, like looking out at the window, out the kind of cavern opening, out into the sands, you can see two things. First, the dancing doom are having a dance. They're dancing. They're moving. There's a lot of them.
Oh,
They're starting to kind of circle around, kind of woof, 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 conga lines, sort of do a figure eight.
look at him
Um,
go.
And in the air, you can hear almost every 15 seconds or so, and then occasionally from no storm clouds or anything, just a bolt of lightning explodes out from the ground upwards, just ching, and you
Oh,
see that bits of the
Jesus.
arcing lightning are kind of just matched with the where the lightning explodes out. You see the dancing doom kind of circle around, and then they seem to absorb something from it. Like you can see lightning crackling through them, and they're just like excitedly dancing faster as they move. They don't have faces like the Final Fantasy one. They're just dancing cactus, which is terrifying to imagine. But they're kind of doing a little dance as lightning is like cracking out from the ground. And you can see like the sand particles, and it looks like geysers almost exploding with the force coming out over various parts of the ground.
Yeah, the father kind of like takes a look out and goes, maybe it's best we stay inside for a bit longer still.
Yeah, I guess so. We're going
Never-
off.
Never really thought I'd have to worry about getting hit by lightning directly in my ass, but it's not particularly something I would look forward to. So,
You think we're safe in here from the ground lightning?
well, certainly safer than out there, but I don't know, maybe find a little ledge of rock to sit on or something. I don't know. I mean, it's about as good as it's gonna get in our current situation.
Yeah, I guess so.
Seeing the lightning though, like he's gonna go back inside the cave, like sit down on a rock, and he's going to pointedly like remove any metal that is currently on him, and just like set just off to the side of him.
Just, a safe distance.
Just to be safe.
Everyone looks away from, looks at Hannah, just takes a step back.
Rip that guy.
Honestly, if lightning hits him, it's probably just going back into the ground. At worst, at worst, any clothes where the lightning hits him might get burnt a little, but
It won't
would
be that
just-
fun a time.
Only one way to find out.
Oh
it would
god.
probably just shoot through his metal skin, just in and then just straight down into the ground.
It would still go through you.
I don't like the fact that you refer to it as metal skin.
Listen, the worst part about lightning is, or getting electrocuted, the lethal part is when it passes through your heart. So,
I mean, the lethal part, sure, but not necessarily the entirety of the painful part of it.
oh, of course it would be unpleasant.
When
It's
Andy
like-
gets electrocuted, that was unpleasant.
The thing is, lightning can't kill you.
I'm immortal.
We're golden god.
Start living lightning rods.
All right. The father's just gonna fucking spend his time, I guess, tinkering now, considering we're gonna be stuck here for a bit.
And he's going to be observing you to in the hopes of replicating that.
Hell yeah. Yeah. DM, I would like to start work on either a second revolver or the like sniper rifle equivalent. If that's something I can start working on.
Yeah, you can start on the royal. Don't forget, guys. There is a downtime tab for you, and I'll be putting
No,
stuff in there
there
that you,
is.
you can check.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Handy has a +1 to gun infusion.
Oh,
Yes.
that would be handy.
It also nullifies the loading property and adds magic ammo.
That is extraordinarily spicy for if I get this fucking sniper
Gunslinger-
rifle.
Gunslinger weapons don't have loading, do they?
Yes, they do. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, they all have reload essentially, and there's a bunch of them that have like reload 1.
Dude, I love this.
Basically loading.
I love this fucking thing. The downtime tab. It's so nice. It's so good. It's one of my favorite modules. I can't wait to use it more.
But yeah, so Portal, what would I need to? So I already have like I can make a musket or whatever, but I would like to work on like a sniper rifle version. Specific. I mean, as per the fucking gunslinger thing, it's the bad news or whatever. But the sniper rifle,
Let me
like
check.
equivalent of the
Let me check.
fucking
Yeah.
musket.
Let
It's
me
the one
just-
that has to be crafted, and I
Mm.
can't like buy or start with.
I know.
I can link you the list of all
Yeah,
the weapons.
yeah, that'd be fantastic. I was just about to pull it up myself. Okay, so bad news is
Here you go.
why does it say crafted?
Why did it not send? That's because that's literally the only way to acquire it is you have to craft it.
No, I know. I meant like for its crafting price. I'm like, where the fuck is it?
I think it's supposed to be similar to the musket, but slightly more expensive. I'm assuming because it's basically what it is. It's like a souped up version of that.
Okay, I'll note that for the progress. Moment. I'm just trying to note it. I'll put it at a tasty 400 gold.
Here you go. Just for further reference, I'll put that in there in RPM.
Thank you. Thank you. In that one. End message. Alrighty. And crafting. Let me just check it. In the interim, did you roll the crafting check yet?
Oh no, sorry. What do I just tinkers?
Yeah, just take.
Oh, I can't just click that, can I? God damn.
Rip. I think one of the tool ones was outdated. But disable.
11.
Oh boy. I have marked the progress on your sheet.
Yay.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's gonna take a while.
so yeah. Oh no, absolutely. That's why I want to start it now. So
Look
wait.
like-
Sai, you were saying that there's like an infusion thing. Like, how does that whole thing work? Sai.
Oh no, we've lost him too. One by one, they're dying.
Tragic.
Tragic. He's dead.
Well, Liam, we sit around and wait for this this storm to. I'll ask him about it once he's back.
How about luck? How are you gonna deal with the rock? I do. Yeah. What are you gonna do with rock?
What do you mean?
He's getting antsy from being indoors all day.
Oh yeah, no. Let's see if he
Yeah.
wants to like play cards or like dice or something like that because he does have both.
I mean-
Actually, hold up.
Locust is down for card games. So is Ryder. But the dog, not so much.
I mean,
Teach him to play dice.
I'm not restricting him from leaving. I'm just gonna do what I can to make him not eat the fucking people. I'm sorry, am I muted? Hold on.
No,
No, you're not.
no.
You're not.
No, we
Oh.
can hear you.
He's back.
Sai, how does the that infusion thing work?
Son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Immediately disappeared. Did you need me? Too bad. I think he's looking it up. Mm. I'm literally that pop emote. Just waiting. Pop, 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 pop. Let me post it. Mm, mm, mm. Oh my god. Cursed things being written. Yeah, the dog will. I'll roll for him. Let's see how long he can keep his marbles indoors before he wants to try to eat somebody. He's holding on by a thread, by a whim, a prayer, perhaps. He's holding out for a hero, one might say.
Damn.
Righty. Patience is the virtue of a DM.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
In the interim, I'm gonna throw away like all these cans that I have in my desk.
Mm.
Mm.
Alright, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Do the same.
Everything all right, Si? Oh, a new Monster Hunter. Sick. Neat. That's a new game or whatever coming out. Nice. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, once everyone's back, we can continue.
Are they?
Are they? Patience. Mhm. How's it going, Tyler?
What?
How's it going, Tyler?
I'm here.
These are the things that we pray and wish for. What a neat item. Sav, been muted this whole time. Ogden?
Good
Okay.
enough.
I am.
Fantastico. So we can continue with, I believe, Sai. Sai.
Is he here?
Hello? I swear to God, I'm
Andy?
gonna.
Sai?
Sai, are you okay? Are you in there? Not
Yes.
blink twice. Oh, okay, thank God. Are you looking for the infusion thing that you were talking about?
I mean, I've got the table up.
Yes, he is.
I was just curious how that all works. Is that something you can apply now, or how does that?
I can only have uh 2 active at a time currently.
Oh, gotcha.
But I mean, there's only one that I just that I use consistently. So let's see if I can see it.
It's all good. If you had like, I was just curious if that was something like you applied, or
Yeah, I do.
if you're already using both infusions, that's all good.
I mean, the other one was just a +1 to my AC. So like, where's okay? The infusions thing is not on my character sheet for the actual description. Just go to wiki dot.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken-
Interesting.
There we go. All right. Yep. Yep. I can apply a new one at the end of a long rest. So I can just
You can just buff it.
yeah, I can just
Yeah.
buff your gun or something.
Boom, 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 boom. Put that on the side. You guys can stay in all day or risk it with the lightning sand. What do you
Yeah,
wanna do?
definitely not risking it with with the lightning
Come
sand. I'd say
on.
after his
Gamble.
after his tinkering's done, the father's probably just gonna fucking chill at the back of the cave, fucking jamming on his harmonica.
You can roll me a
Yeah, okay.
performance check.
Oh boy. Hold up, pull up my fucking. I know I have proficiency with it, but I don't think I have anything else for performance. No, I don't. It's just a +2.
Which what weapon do you want? Which ephemeris guns do you want the
Shit.
repeating infusion on?
I only have one, so
Okay.
He's
Just-
he's jamming. He's jamming on it. Actually, I think I have a song for this. One moment.
I already got.
No way.
Oh, you got me.
Okay.
Damn, that was actually sick.
I'll stop it there. I've got like a whole fucking 2 minutes of that, so.
I can pause the music and have that playing in the background if you'd like.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll just copy paste it into Rising Heights chat.
Yeah, that works.
I love this too.
It's in the Rising Heights Discord. Okay. Let's see it. I'm kind of good.
Oh, you cut it off
Just have to-
short.
Yes, just because I have to fucking keep my mic open the whole fucking time to do it.
Hold my finger on the button.
Simple immersion weapon with ammunition part. Yeah. It's magic weapon with its plus one bonus. Nice. Ignoring loading is very spicy. It'll be far more spicy once we hit level 5 as well, and I'm blowing through the fucking ammo very
Yeah,
quickly.
just like. Here, I got a song for us.
And the
Rhythm
hammer
Bot.
every turn.
There you gonna.
I reset my.
Yeah, rhythm
I
at
mentioned
100 is
reset
just
my
fucking.
sound setting. So it reset. So rhythm
Oh,
was
rhythm was
fucking
loud as fuck.
loud.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Forgive me.
Oh, okay. Is there a way to add like a temporary +1 to my weapon?
To your weapon.
Yeah, because he's
Um,
putting the infusion on absolution.
You could
Wait,
just add it when.
Yeah, you could just.
Okay.
You could
could
put
open.
it on the weapon
door,
and
yeah.
remove it when it's no
Yep.
longer +1.
Yep. That. Separate it again. Okay, later. As you guys are kind of sat, in the cave, just passing the time in various different ways to just like watch the occasional crackle of lightning in the storm. You watch the dancing dooms just like fucking go crazy, dude. They're tearing it up on the sandy floors.
And
It's disco night for them. They're having a fantastic time. And you see as they're kind of moving, they start to instead of going this figure eight pattern, they start to kind of condense and circle, and they get really really compact, and then like doom 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 doom, really close to each other, and they're like holding hands or something. You can't quite tell, and they start dancing in a circle, like a full circle. And you hear kind of weird crackling noises that aren't lightning, more like crinkles and like
is
this.
this a cactus summoning ritual?
You can roll me a religion check if you'd like.
I don't know shit about cactus rituals, but I'm gonna roll anyway.
Did you know that the Dancing Doom have a whole culture? It's a real species. Why didn't anyone pick to
Dude.
be a cactus?
The father's gonna see the fucking cactus jam and he's just gonna start. Have you ever seen those fucking people that can do beatbox with a harmonica?
Oh my
He's
god,
just gonna fucking just start fucking popping a beat for him on their fucking ritual.
that's fantastic. As they kind of dance in a circle, for a good bit, the lightning starts to slow, and you see one final burst kind of explodes outward, striking all of them, and they make a collective kind of pop sound. And you see all of the dancing dooms begin to bloom from the lightning strike and the magic in it, and like they have little flowers that kind of just grow almost in moments and then bloom out boom, into brilliant, colorful lights. I've seen that. It's pretty fire. It's crazy, dude. Bloom out, and as they kind of just sat there, the lightning still crackles around them, and like the storm from the ground doesn't seem to have faded, but all of the dancing doom have just lined up in a circle and are just blooming.
That's weird, right?
You can roll with the religion check. There, you realize it's probably not so much a religious thing. Like you don't know if they're sentient or how much thinking they can do, but you know that it's probably related to the fact that they're blooming around the magic of the storm. If you had to take a guess, um,
That's weird.
yes, yes, it is. Anything else anyone would like to do, or just continue chilling for the rest of the evening?
Just vibe until the lightning's gone. I think.
Why does no one do anything? But
Because we value our lives, Portal.
Portal. I'll just tell them about the fact that they might die. The players. I don't want to die. Portal. Damn it! I shouldn't have told.
Surprise Pikachu face.
And all right, so you wait till the rest of the evening, and as the kind of sun starts to set, the ambient magic begins to kind of dull and dim, and you guys can feel it fading, or moving. You can't quite tell the difference between those sort of two ideas. And slowly but surely, the blooming dancing dooms, the flowers fall in a ring off of them, and the dancing dooms start to march, doop 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 doop, in a little dance further down south. They do
Are we
like
free?
they do a big conga dance down.
I'm
Are
gonna
they
wait another few minutes, make sure all this shit is calmed down.
And then
Nope.
it's done.
Well, fuck.
It was just one last bolt, and then it's gone. You can feel.
How do we
These-
know it's one last bullet?
All right, you see the last one, and then you wait like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then like the static electricity in the sand just kind of, not enough for another one, and then silence.
All right.
And then
I guess
nothing happens.
we go.
Mhm.
Right.
Where would you like to go now?
Toward our destination.
This one. Let me
Yeah.
let me put the level.
The ye old oval.
I don't expect to see anything out here. Right after the sand lightning storm, but I'm also keeping an eye out for like animals.
Keeping an eye out for bullshit. Also, you moved our
I know.
trail,
I know. It's I had to do it so I could open the thing. So I could fill it in with the. Let me see if it will let me type now. Okay.
Wait, what's the blue circle?
The blue circle is the field of. It's I'm about to label it.
Is it the new text?
Or besides text real quick. Yeah, it's the new text, Tyler. And it got bigger. Yeah, fucking hell. I'll just leave it there for now. Yeah, and you up the mountainside, following after the trail. Following forward and upwards. And if you guys would like to, you could roll me a final survival check to try to find your way through the mountainside to it.
All right. 18.
Okay, with an 18, you're gonna pull up off one of the ridges, following the kind of weird canyon path through it, making your way down, and past. And as you kind of make your way down, you kind of pull the group to a stop as you arrive and notice what Ewan meant when he said troublesome critters meant something probably more important, as you find what looks like the ruins of some housing or some would-be
Right.
housing, and sat in the center of all of these houses is a massive giant just sat there just taking a nap.
Fuck.
Oh.
And you notice that despite the giant, taking a nap, that there very clearly is not only a hoard of treasure, like kind of splued out in between the houses, and, like the weird shit, like from corpses to riches that it probably doesn't know are important. You don't know how smart it is. To what looks like one pristine building made of a dark stone, and you can see smoke coming out of it still, like it has a chimney. It looks something like a forge.
How far away are we from this thing?
You would like cross up the ridge like 600 feet, and you would look down into the valley, and you would see that.
Okay. Still gonna keep his voice low, but well, not exactly what I was expecting to find, but I guess that's pretty much par for the course at this point. Yeah.
Locus's eyes just like shimmer like
Yeah,
violence, violence.
everybody will get you in on that. Everybody fit and ready to go after this thing. We trying to take it out and collect everything it's got stashed down there.
I guess, but it looks like there might be something else living here.
That is concerning, yeah. I'm hoping that, well, maybe it's just, I don't know, coals or something that's been left going for quite a while. I mean, those forges can run for quite some time depending on how they're stocked. How recent does this destruction look?
You can roll. You can taking a look from this distance. You wouldn't actually have to roll me anything. It's very clear that this is not new, but it's also not old. Like at most, it's like been like it hasn't been. It's not like the ancient ruins that have like been houses from like years and years back. It could have been something from like earlier this year for sure, but it doesn't look that out of place. If that makes sense.
Just kind of like scratches his chin a bit and goes, maybe, I don't know, magical forge or something of the sort. I don't know. I think I would prefer if it wasn't somebody staying there, because anything that's been getting along with that creature is troublesome, best, I'd imagine.
You would also note with your passive perceptions, I was just checking over it, that there is something strange about the giant. Like as you kind of like take a closer look at it, you see that it has like various bits of. It's a very fat kind of. It doesn't fit the stereotypes of like giants in the refined sense, right? Where like they're built craftsmen. This one looks like a fat kind of lounging little shitbag who doesn't do anything but sleep, eat, and break things all day. So he's got like really fucked kind of jewelry almost. It looks like it's made of metal, as well as a metal club rather than a like stone one, like with metal engravings, and it doesn't look normal. At the very least, its own.
Well,
The Luger.
yes.
Does this thing look like it can fit into the forge?
It does not look like it could fit in there.
So something might be supplying it in there.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah, like it's a human-sized building. I should clarify, so you're aware.
Right.
it's distinctly possible that, judging by the girth, shall we say, of this fella here, that maybe something's been bribing it, I suppose, paying tribute to it to leave it alone and let it do its business. And that's the deal from there. I suppose we got two options here. We could try a preemptive strike and take this thing out, or we could try and talk to it, but or I suppose sneak past it even.
It
I
it
don't.
certainly doesn't look like the talking type unless you're willing to pay it. Unless you're just there to pay it.
I don't like the idea of going in without knowing the whole situation. You know.
This dude could just be living here, you know?
Well, mostly
It's-
I was
it
talking
seems-
about. Mostly I was talking about we don't know what's in that forge.
Yeah. So does the building seems like it could easily be reached by the giant, right? It just seems to have left it alone.
Yes.
Mm,
Could we get somebody to sneak over there and have a look?
yeah, does there seem like a path that would be able to kind of skirt around?
Yeah. It would just like the giant is sleeping in like the center of the ruined streets, just kind of taking a nap.
Okay.
So it's like you'd have to go around it to get to it. It's not too far from the building, which is not a good thing, but
I
know?
think. Well, I don't know.
That's the rogue to sneak in.
I don't know, Mitsuka, if you're willing to try and sneak
Sounds
that,
to me that
but well, if you are willing to sneak over there, then I could post up and provide a bit of cover and fire in case that thing does wake up.
Sav, you're muted. Okay, correction, you're not here.
yeah, I do that
Lovely.
too. Mute and mute
Yeah.
when I want to. Gotta leave or something.
bruh, nobody says be right back anymore. Maybe this image is too big. Hold up, let me. I was just looking at the map I made. I'm like, this giant's kind of small on the map. I'm like, oh, that's right, the map is massive. So I'll just bump them up style points.
Guess I'll dash.
Should I ping her or something?
Yeah, we could toss a ping away. As an aside, I'm just setting up the
Well,
outlet.
I will attempt to kind of sneak within a couple hundred feet, I guess, just kind of
Cool.
moving up that way.
As you approach, like from the ridge line, you notice that down below, under the mountainside where you are, it looks to be an oasis of some kind, like water, like a proper pond that doesn't have giant, which is
That's unusual.
it's pretty strange, abnormal. I'll pull you all on the map right now. Make sure it's in the right order.
Oh boy.
I just gotta make sure everything's where it belongs.
Let's go. 24 for stealth.
Sneaky.
How many of us are going in for this?
I'll put you guys all at the edge of the map so you can see. And the sleeping giant.
Oh my god, this map is big.
Yeah, right?
Jesus.
Huge.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh,
well then.
Where's the forge building?
It is like over here. It's like past this. It would be past the giant, boom, like here-ish.
Oh.
On the map. It's right there.
I thought
It's a little
wait,
bit more
sorry,
right.
I thought you meant like it was in the middle of the town.
Oh no, I should have clarified. It's in the middle of the way past into like most of this wall and stuff is ruined.
Oh.
This is just the closest map I managed to get my hands on.
Okay.
So like all of this stuff is dilapidated, but it's still in the way. Yeah, like it'd be a real path. Like you could try to get over rubble and stuff to sneak around it, but you'd have to get past the giant. There's making disgusting noises as it like sleeps.
Okay. Yeah, gonna like basically just kind of post up, sneak up and kind of post up on one of the ridge lines or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess
Hmm.
here or something.
Where the rest of you like to move?
Hmm.
Can't really get much closer.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, the father is like he said, he's just gonna kind of sneak up, kind of take cover, and just like get ready to fucking blast this thing if it wakes up. And he's asking if Mitsuka wants to try and like sneak around to try and get to the
I'm gonna go
forge.
get. I'm gonna go get not room temperature lemonade. I'll be right back.
There, put down gun.
Gun.
Yes. Less gun has been placed. Little gun. Whichever one. Still ruler.
Ronnie, what's your guys' plan of operation? Here, right now, or same as before, just sneaky.
I think we're waiting on any kind of response from Zev.
Where is she? Where is she?
Okay, at least it wasn't in that one.
True. Ryder's gonna keep his distance because he doesn't want to get crushed.
I'd love to get closer, but +1 to stealth and disadvantage doesn't give you a lot of room to do that.
No faith.
I mean, Sev may have fallen asleep. She did say that she didn't sleep last night. so-
God damn it. Jake's pissed. Awaken! Awaken! Nobody respects Saturday mornings. As such.
I've respected every single one of them, Portal. Don't you start with
Don't worry, you're not a person. You're a force of nature, like Tyler.
Oh my god. I don't know. You just want to roll for it?
Yeah, I got you. I got you. I say that, but I have terrible RNG. This is when I crit myself.
Oh my lord, that's amazing.
What was that you said about natural one-handy?
The timing. So Metsuka kind of sneak. And you see her kind of
Why she
step
towards the giant? I specifically said go around, like up
yeah.
north. Like,
You're right. You're right. She's like sneak. And as she's kind of like stepping over here, you hear her trip. Yep. She catches herself and she goes, "Whew, that was close." And then just as she's like starts kind of scrambling over the wall and the rubble, there's a boom. There's a loose rock kind of just falls, and she like catches it with her tail. And she goes, even close. And then there's a rumbling, and a bigger rock just kind of falls, or she kind of moves to the side, smacks down into the ground, and goes boom. She goes, uh-oh. And the giant goes, hey, Fi. No, I don't have to do that. He's asleep. Okay. The fuck was that? And he kind of just like starts to sit up slightly. Handy, are you just standing there, or are you rolling a stealth?
I rolled stealth, but it was a 9.
Yeah. Okay, I figured. I just wanted to make sure. By the way, I have a meme for you, Handy, that I didn't share that I should have, which is just super funny. Raph found it randomly, and I thought it was fucking fantastic. Yeah, he kind of just like looks out, and he goes, "Shiny, what the hell's a shiny doing not in the pile?" And he starts getting up.
Amatilla?
Would are you guys gonna murder him now that he's awake?
Yeah.
He's coming right for us.
He's got a gun.
Let me see your ass.
Hands up. Rocket and axe on your turn, right, Tyler?
Yes.
Okay, and the Eldritch Cannon also acts on Handy's turn. So that I'll roll for the
Oh.
thing.
Or that.
He'll-
If I recall, it acts directly after me. But
Right.
no, as long as I command it.
Okie dokie.
And
The only person who needs to roll initiative now is Clee.
Yeah, 1 second.
And we'll begin combat, and
I will
yeah,
quick draw.
flick out your
You're-
gun.
Gonna have to give me a second here because it has been a hot fucking minute.
Yeah, it's a lot of dice. You gotta roll to hit first.
Well, no, I don't have to roll anymore because I'm level 4 now.
Yes, I just take pain.
Because I have unbound hand cannon now, so whenever I critically strike, it deals maximum damage.
Right. Yes, I remember this. I'm just going because it's been 3 weeks since I've yelled about my pain.
Okay, so bonus dice of damage from stealth.
My face is gonna hurt.
Hold up. 1 second. This is shatter. That's that.
Sweating nervously.
So that's 1, 2. And then weapon is 3. Burn 2 grit to 5. And then where's my oh wait, how much do I have now? Yeah, I have 3, so to 5, and then where's the dice for that? Shatter is another 1, so that's 6.
That's including your stealth, right?
Yes.
Okay. 60
So that's no, and then crit, so 12.
Mm-hmm.
So
Roll to hit.
120 points of damage if it hits, plus weapon mod. Let's
Papa, bless my face, please.
so 124 points of damage.
So you guys see the giant get up, and Emery Hawkins just boom, professional sniper, just eye narrows, boom, like lines up a shot. As soon as it kind of gets up and looks to you, Handy, you hear a thunk, and there's a moment and just a heartbeat, and then its head explodes in a gory mess.
Do we just want to not roll initiative anymore?
And you see like all of the like Emery Hawkins just unloads, reloads his gun in style as its head is exploded, with exactly enough damage to kill it.
Do we just need to not roll initiative anymore?
If it's one
Alright.
creature,
If it's one
maybe,
creature,
but-
he misses. Yes.
if I miss or if I double nat 1 again and my gun breaks, like that's a bad.
Don't
time.
worry. That was only the first giant you'll fight. Now this just head, blood and
Wait,
gore
what happened?
everywhere. Its head got blown off.
No, what? Okay, there we go.
Oh wait,
I was
where'd the
gonna say
giant go?
Something broke Foundry.
No, yeah, the giant went invisible. I'm just gonna put a big old Big old skull.
The father fucking revolver ocelots it a little bit, then
Yeah.
fucking blows the smoke off the gun, reholstered.
shots.
Only takes one. And you see Ryder just like putting his gun back, and Lucas goes, "Oh."
Sorry about that. Lucky shot, I guess. Didn't expect his head to be quite so soft.
Alright, well, I motion over to the.
If you weren't hitting, you would have missed Shakespeare.
No, I motion over to the corpse, like, alright, boy, have at it. There he goes.
Oh, Jesus.
And he just pockets the gun.
Just
I thought
next
it was
time.
a token.
Next time. Next time, maybe. Pets his gun. Metsuka just continues climbing.
Don't worry, we got it.
We got it. We have it handled.
It was a mutual effort that all of us helped at. Don't
Finally,
worry,
I get to
Metsuka.
use it. It's been fucking ages. I literally don't think I've gotten to use the proper one once.
Nope.
Oh, goodness.
It's okay, guys. That's why I just put one enemy that Cleve can one-shot every round.
Oh, God.
And then the actual
yeah,
rest
I
of the
will-
encounter.
I will, make my way over towards the giant corpse. I'll stay away from where Rock is nibbling, but I want to check out like this jewelry shit that he's got on.
I don't know if we should call it nibbling because he's a medium-sized T-Rex equivalent, or if it should be nibbling.
Nah, he's
because
tearing.
It's a fucking giant.
He's ripping, tearing.
And it'd be relatively nibbling. So what's this you said about treasure?
Yeah, he's got jewels on him and like metal, and it should be noted like its head exploded and the fucking club boom, 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 crash into the ground behind it.
Before we do anything with that, I think the father's gonna move, still stealthed up through like the edge of the gate, and is just gonna try and like, I know we like saw it from up above, and then we didn't immediately see anything else, but I want to make sure that there's nothing else in this area, other than that like house that seems active.
Alrighty, throw me an investigation.
Creeping along the edge.
I'm just gonna look over the what loot is here.
Yeah. So there's the +1 mega axe or mega club, which is too big for any of you to use, but it's there. As well as little bits of armor plating, like on what remains, because it was a headshot. Lots of the armor plating and like jewelry is just covered in gore and blood. But it's a mess. It's a real fucking mess.
Just kind of listening, trying to see if there's any like reaction to the very brief kind of
Just
scuffle there.
It was like a pop sound, really, and a
Yeah.
resounding echo.
You know, when you put too many fucking rubber bands on a watermelon, that kind of thing.
And then as
That's
you
a hell
kind
of a comparison.
of look out into the town. In the interim, I'm looking to see where I put it. You guys get all the loot that was on the giant, which is about 200 gold worth of, which is like metal plating. And in the area
We have a
around,
wagon now.
thank God, right? And in the local area around it, there is like 700, 800 worth of gems, just gemstones and gold, and just like raw materials that you can just stuff on the wagon. It looks like it was trying to sit in its pile of money, but it didn't have enough money to do that yet. It's trying to Scrooge McDuck it.
I see.
I am adding that to the loot.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I just need a moment.
Understandable.
I thought it would survive at least the first shot. I'm like, no, it's dead.
Oh god. I'm
Papa
sorry.
bless.
Portal.
It's okay. I did this to myself as a
You
reminder.
allowed
Like,
this to happen.
I made this. I did this. You didn't do this. I did this. But it's okay. It's okay because you will rue the day Because one day you're just gonna take 120 fucking damage to the face, and you're just like, ah, yes, my comeuppance. Oh my god, it's so fucking funny.
Okay, there we go. I saved it to the loot. 200 gold worth of metal plating, 7 to 800 gold of various gems.
Yes, I.
He wants to investigate for anything interesting, intriguing, or or strange.
You can roll me an investigate.
Okay. Aha.
Nice.
Oh boy, that's a pretty good roll. All right, are you're looking through just the giant stuff, right?
And any piles of loot it may have had.
Okay, let me check my list of stuff. 1 second. Yeah, there's a couple of things that you notice that kind of stand out to you as unique. Not magical in any sense, but like works of extreme craftsmanship, like split amongst the loot. It's like 150 gold worth of kind of artisan pieces of metalworking and smithing. They look like mini statues. One of them, there's a statue of this guy, but a little bit less fat.
Oh no. Him in his prime. Pre-watermelon.
Pre-melon. Oh boy. I just found her being so derpy right now. Foundry? Foundry.
Put that in the scrap metal pile.
Portal, just to confirm, because I killed a major threat.
Yes, to get your grit point back.
Fuck yes.
Some days I wonder, did I make a mistake? And the answer is no, I haven't. It's
so
fun.
glad I got to finally succeed on.
Yeah, and it's on the guard. Isn't that nice? Okie dokie. Now that his token's properly loaded, I will pop it up for everybody as he steps out from the forge. Just kind of like, what the fuck is going on over there? It's really tiny. Boom. It looks like some sort of avian creature with large hind legs. And in its hand at the moment is a small, like, little hammer that is smaller than its, like, really, like, super tiny, like, very precise hammer. And it's, like, just wearing an apron. And it just looks both ways. And it just kind of sees the blood and gore and goes, well, that's strange. And then he's going to flap his wings and then take to the sky and boom, 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 approach you guys. Metsuka's gonna go loot his stuff while he's gone. And he approaches and it kind of just flitters and lands and he goes, well, hello there.
Howdy. Sorry for the mess. Wasn't really keen on having my buddy here abducted by this large fella.
I share the sentiment. It is not a pleasant time.
I'd take it you were being held
Eh,
here against your will.
Fortunately, not held. If he would have crushed my bones, but yes, he was keeping me as his, what did you call it? Personal artisan? Oh, thank God I can stop working on that. You see, we kind of just shudder. I can burn so many of those terrible things. Fantastic.
Well, I mean, if you're still looking to ply your trade, we actually come from a up and coming village just to the north of here. Could use skilled artisans like you. Promise we won't be holding you against your will like this fella here was.
And you won't be asking for weird and deranged imagery, right?
No such iconography. Or,
There's barfing from
busts of
Metsuka.
Oh god.
I wish it was only that, and you see him just kind of like wipe his face, like I'm free. I'm free from that cursed thing. Where are you from, in particular?
From Katoris.
Oh,
Made a real comeback as of late. And
I had thought it had been destroyed. Well, that's fortunate. At least one city in this hellscape has survived.
and that it is, and trying to do more than just survive. I'd,
Prosper.
Yes, I'd wager an arson such as yourself. Granted, I mean, I understand the subject matter of your works here was less than desirable, but I can see the skill that was put into them.
As Henny's like kind of moving one of the statuettes, he kind of like grabs it and he goes, "Could you hand me that?" Like to you, Handy, as they're like moving stuff into the wagon for loot.
Yep. Handy is interrupted from throwing it in the scrap pile and takes it over.
Thank you. And you see him kind of like look at it, and he goes,
This is gonna smash.
and he kind of just looks, and Locas, who is just like depressed over here, just kind of steps up and he goes, "Oh my, what a big fella! Catch!" And he tosses it at Locas's forehead, and Locas goes, "Huh?" And it just cracks on his head. And he goes, "Get rid of that for me, please. Like, as many small fragments as you can melt it down into, do so."
Would you be
No.
happy to do so?
That was the plan.
Oh, good.
Locas, apologies for robbing you of your fun there. For what it's worth, though, we did get word of a. Are you familiar with the large turtle-like creatures, the diggers, the ones that can go through the earth and whatnot?
Yes. This fat fellow would hunt them occasionally when they got too close to the territory. So at the very least, I didn't have to worry about getting eaten from the ground.
That is certainly a plus. He is looking to Locas though, who's like bumming out. Does Locas?
Yeah,
show any
Lucas is
recognition?
like, yes, violence.
Well, to make up for the lack of fun you were able to have here, we were planning on going after ones that were getting a little too close to Katora's. So if you'd like, we can go on a bit of a hunt on our way back.
Yes. And the individual says, "Well, it's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is King of the Forge. Surely that makes sense." And he kind of just extends a claw out to shake.
Yeah, the father will shake his claw.
Mhm. I'm sure your
and,
children are quite happy.
Come again?
And you, strange machination or machinery, your name would be.
Handy.
Yes. I would like to speak to whoever made you in the future. It seems
Yeah.
quite.
They've probably been dead for a while.
Ooh,
Sorry about
tragic.
that.
Tragic. And kind of just looks. "Oh my, what a large fellow!" And he kind of just gets close. And as he gets closer, there's a. As the dog's like, "No." And
My food.
King
Wow,
goes,
you used the whole corpse. Nice.
Hello, does your pet bite?"
Not a pet, and yes.
The correct answer, Taylor, is, "What? Your dog don't bite? My dog don't bite." "Yes, you do."
My pet doesn't bite. My friend does.
Yes, I see. Apologies for the misunderstanding. And he doesn't pet Rock because Rot is like snarling at him.
Yeah, you definitely don't try that when he's eating.
Your armor. May I take a look at it?
Can you be more specific?
And it kind of like motions to your face.
That's
That's
my
it.
head.
Your wait a minute. And he kind of squints.
Did
Oh.
you not notice the mouth?
No, I didn't. And you kind of see him like pull up his mask and like reach into his bag and pull out little tiny spectacles for his bird eyes, and he just puts them on, and he goes, "Ah, yes, that makes much."
He has his mouth open.
Oh dear, jeez, whew. That is quite a jaw.
Yep.
Would you like
Yeah,
a helmet
that's a lot.
shaped like your face?
No. This works fine as it is.
Well, apologies for the
Keep the
insults.
idea, though.
Puts the glasses, puts them away, puts the little mask back on.
The father kind of like, I'd say, waves off a bit and goes, "Look, none taken. It's a strange land out here, I understand. And, well, I don't suppose you'd be keen on fighting any of them digger creatures. So it seems you have the ability to fly, at least to some extent. I don't know if you want to travel with us for safety back to the city, but if you
Oh.
feel confident in making it there by yourself,
The skies are not my domain, but I should be able to traverse them just fine, so long as no storm hits. I should be a-okay.
hopefully we'll have at least a few days, at least a week if we're lucky, considering the one that just passed.
Ooh, how fortunate indeed. Kind of looks at the corpse. And before I go, bird barf.
Just fucking spits on that corpse, correct?
Okay.
Yeah, he'll. The father will be like, before you go, is there any tools or anything like that you need from your establishment here?
Actually, yes. If you could,
We do have a wagon here. I mean, they may be a little, maybe about a week out before we get back to town, but we could haul a bunch of stuff back for you.
Yes. How much do you think your wagon can carry? My anvil is quite sizable.
I mean, I don't imagine one anvil should be too much of an issue to fit in that there wagon.
Okie dokie. I will expect it at a Katoris, and as a reward for freeing me from my indentured servitude to this oaf and terrible creature that should have never existed in the first place, I shall make you a gift when you return to Kator. Do I just introduce myself to whoever's in charge, or do I just take a seat? How's
Well,
the housing
first of all,
situation?
much obliged for offering that. When you get there, there's a tavern. A skeletal fella by the name of
Wait a minute.
was it Erwin?
Wait a
Erwin?
minute.
Ewan.
He gets really close to you. That piece of shit is still alive?
I mean, alive. Alive is
Well, yes,
relative term.
you know, skeletons alive, that doesn't matter. He's still kicking?
I take it you got some past experience with this fella.
Yes, he commissioned a working for me. He called it his greatest plan. And it was some strange contraption. I have no idea what he did with it, but he paid me, and then there was something suspicious about it. Like the whole ordeal. It was totally, like, legitimate business, but he's so strange and deranged, I'm concerned. Must I speak with him again?
I mean, he's the one that's kind of managing affairs while we're, well, out in the field, as it were. I mean, you could speak with him, or perhaps the tavern keeper. She's got a pretty good handle on things there. Checking notes while I try to find the fucking name again. Actually, I don't think we have it in our player notes here.
You need her name? It's Ola. Or
Yeah,
Olga.
because I can't.
No, it's Ola.
Ola, yeah. Yeah, he'll.
I'm a genius with naming, by the way.
Yeah, just 'cause if you don't want to speak with him, you can speak with Ola, and just tell him that one of us sent you, either Amory or Handy or Luck here. Just one of the crew, I suppose, and then it shouldn't be much of an issue. We've been trying to recruit folks with skills like yours to help us build the place up.
All right. Well, thank you for that. And he's gonna whoosh land over there. Take air. And goes, I'm free! And then he flies away. Unburdened.
Well, that turned out better than it could have.
I thought he was going to be chicken dinner.
Well, I suppose we give this place a once over and try and get that anvil of his loaded up, and then make our way out of here. One stop left before we can head back to town.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Alrighty. In the actual workshop, there's a whole bunch of tools for smithing, a work in progress, which thank God it's only half finished, but it's like the lower half, and it's like making a thrusting motion, and you can see like the genuine despair this the fucking bird had felt making this.
Oh.
I was tempted to ask him how many giant cocks he had to fucking sculpt while he was in there, but I refrained for hopes of not pissing him off.
It would have just turned him into a despairing, just mad, like please never speak of this.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, and you freed the Forge King, who will unlock a new building for you when you get back.
Poggers, let's go. Hell it.
As well as a couple of recipes he can make for you. And
Poggers.
stuff. Gear, loot.
Loot?
Is there anything else you'd like
Hell
to do in the ruined town?
I mean, I guess we can give the whole place a bit of a once-over, but I feel like everything that's... Well, actually, you know what? This fellow does seem very large and potentially incompetent. Let's give all these buildings kind of a once-over to see if there's anything that he missed. Because it seems like he grabbed all the very shiny, obvious stuff, but maybe he missed something within the town.
You can roll me an investigate.
I'll leave investigating to Handy. I am going to perception check specifically for like buildings that seem like they may have had either like cellars or something that looks like the structure of the building or like what's left of it may have housed something that was not immediately obvious.
You may. This is when I get crit again. Okay.
No, not quite.
It's right there. It's one number to the left. I'm horrified every time. All right, Handy. With the 8 investigation, you kind of do light skim through the area, and you don't see much in terms of valuables or things that were left behind. But there are some objects that are kind of a little bit awkward to take, and it's like morally dubious of like people's like family photos, their art pieces, like stuff like that, like journals, people's belongings that were here once that have been left behind.
Quick, find the smut.
Why?
I don't know. We need something to keep Locus entertained when he's stuck in the cave during the storm. So.
We need a book to keep him happy.
I feel like that's not going to end up well for any of us.
Truly. Anyway, onwards and upwards.
Anything with my perception? For...
Yeah, one building, like that at the far edge, which has it looks like a cellar.
Okay. So once Sandy's done with his preliminary stuff, he'll call him over to come dig through this building with.
It's got one of those classic cellar doors where you just boom open and you're down under on the exterior. And kind of opening it up once you get Handy there, it's pretty easy. Sheesh. Pretty easy, and it's like that. It's like horror movie style for the first kind of couple of seconds where it's like super dark down there, and then Handy just lights a match. It just fucking glows, and it's just like super easy to see. And it's just like, oh, how nice, how quaint. The cellar looks mostly intact. There are a lot of fermenting barrels in here. It looks like it was someone's wine stash that survived. They were left undetected.
Checking for alternate light source.
Flashlight eyes.
With that investigation, can he tell which ones are like very good vintage fucking?
Yeah. All of it is still probably drinkable. But some of these look like they have been someone who's genuinely super trying to get into winemaking was doing their stuff.
Any like really nice vintage or
no,
like,
they weren't
high
that
quality?
good. They weren't that good, but there is a lot, which is sometimes more important than
Yeah, fair enough. How much of this can we fit on the wagon?
You could fit like 4 or 6 of it.
Okay. We'll try and grab the nicest looking barrels of this bunch. We'll just kind of note it down for Ewan to potentially send a crew out to collect. Yeah, just I mean, you did mention this was a money out. Oh, this oasis thing, is that inside the town or outside the town?
It's outside the town, and it is under kind of like the mountains. The valley. Like I said, when you guys were on the ridge line, you couldn't see it because it's below the ridge. It's like it goes
Gotcha.
down under. So it's like maybe perhaps an underwater basin that was dug out. You can't quite tell, but it looks like there was some hand people had in making it such.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's all good information at the very least that we can relay, and maybe even turn this into like a trading post or something like that along the way. Cool. I think that's everything we gotta look for here, then.
Back to the main mob.
And yes. Go kill Big Turtle.
Go fight Big Turtle. Why is the texting so finicky?
Out of
Yes.
curiosity, from those journals that he found, did any of them mention what the city or this like town used to be named?
Yes. It used to be called Havenfield. Wait, was it Field? No, it's just Haven. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. There, don't wonder about why the field is right next to it. Not at all important.
The people
Br-
turned into cacti.
Don't be reading my plot notes. That is a good idea though.
Dancing Doom is made out of people.
Fuck, you got an inspiration for that one.
God damn it.
It's the green. It's people.
Diamond Green.
All right. On to the main road. You can roll me another survival check, and we'll see how far you get before this week's
Goody.
ends.
Oh, almost one more for the road. I was so close.
With a 21 survival, you make a good time, good pace. Roll me those D100s.
Two.
Yeah.
A 93 and a 38.
Oh boy.
Ooh boy.
Hey, high numbers are good, right?
No. That's a joke.
Are high numbers bad?
No.
Exactly. So we're fine.
We're gonna start with that 38. All right. As you make your way through the desert lands, making your way closer and closer to where the digging monsters were last seen, you catch a glimpse of what looks like a large, like even larger than the giant you had just killed, form, kind of just on the horizon, just almost menacingly standing there. And then you blink and it vanishes.
Mm,
Sorry.
Father kind of like looks to the rest of the group and is like, y'all saw that too, right?
Huh? What?
Saw, yes.
Yeah, past tense. That's a little disconcerting. Can I make any kind of check to see if I've heard of anything like this or seen anything like
Sure.
this before?
You can roll me a history.
Ah, yes, my best subject. Hit him with that -1 real quick. Oh, 15, not bad.
The 15, not of any menacing figures that just appear and disappear. It sounds kind of like it reminds you of the typical stories people would give out in the wild after they had been in the heat for too long and were like having a stroke, and everyone's like, "It's okay, buddy, it's okay." And it's like, "No, it's real. I tell you, it's real." Have a cup of water. Take a break. So you don't know if it was real, a hallucination of the heat, or what that deal is. But you know that it's not unheard of, especially after being out in the wild for a while.
Did the father get any kind of reaction from the stone when that
Nope.
appeared?
From the stone?
No.
Nope.
All right. He just kind of rubs his eyes. He goes, "Oh God, well, being honest, if it is after us, I'm not sure there's much we can do about that. So may as well keep moving, I guess."
Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going. Just kind of on edge, though. Definitely.
I've been sent a meme.
Hell no.
It's cursed, so I'm not gonna put. I'm just gonna send it to you, Cleve and Ty.
Oh God. Oh, that is very, very cursed. Oh, that's cursed.
The free text of the message is cursed. AF.
Christ.
At no extra cost.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I can send it to you if you want it, Ty, but it's cursed.
I think I want to know. Oh no.
That isn't here, so he doesn't get the meme.
Yeah, exactly. No party involvement. Tisk. Moving forward, as you kind of approach another hilly ridgeline, closer in the
Hate it.
distance. Yeah, me too. In the far distance, you can see the outline of the trees and the woods. Not too far from home, as you've kind of made your way around. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, greens.
And as you the greens, and as you kind of approach the ridgeline, you hear a thud in the distance that sounds like a kind of echoing, like thunder, from the valleys below.
Hmm.
Yeah, the father's definitely gonna start kind of carefully creeping up further onto a ridgeline or something that's as far away from ground level as possible.
Okie dokie. In the looking down on the valley in the dark of night, or well, in the afternoon. It's not night yet, but as the sun is starting to set on the horizon, you can hear more gunshots that kind of echo, and you realize they're gunshots not from a pistol, but from a full fucking cannon.
Oh.
And you can hear an explosion, and you see dirt and stone being knocked over the place, and you can see the rocks or something below them seems to be scurrying away from whatever's firing at them.
Scurrying away towards us, or
Yes, in the general direction it's you guys, but not maliciously towards you, more in fear.
okay? Does it seem like one of those turtle things?
They are currently underground, and you can't see anything but a dark kind of movement of the stones kind of going up and down, right? Like it's fully submerged.
Okay,
Hang on,
father's
I'm more
gonna
worried
look.
about the thing firing cannons.
Yeah, I mean,
Why would you be worried about that?
It's a fucking cannon.
Man,
father is gonna look to Luk'k be like, "Look, you
punch. His eyes just narrow. Punch ground.
you want to go after the turtle there, or you want to see what whatever was shooting off that can?"
Both?
I don't see how I can't do both.
Yeah, fair enough. Have at it, buddy. If you want to try and wrestle that thing out from under the ground, be my guest.
Yes. And he kind of steps forward, and the sand under him kind of shifts. And he goes, huh? And fully pulled under. And it goes, ah!
Father's gonna kind of like try and stay hidden off, like in like a rock outcropping. Like, above ground
Oh
level.
no, Lucas is dead. Anyways,
Morty, you better not fucking kill Lucas like this. He didn't even give him an attack roll. You son of a bitch.
don't worry, he's not dead. It's just he's gone from sight.
Not our boy. Not like this.
Not our hero, not our friend.
I mean, can we see? Like, is there any like?
Like I said, the
roll or
sand
anything?
shift.
Like,
The sand shift. The ground opens up for a moment, pulls Lucas under, like he falls, and then kind of recloses around him
Huh.
as the sand falls.
well, not really a whole lot I can do about that.
Just goodbye, Lucas. See you in an hour. Have fun.
I mean, he'll camp out and fucking wait for. I don't think he's gonna leave if he just got fucking pulled under the earth like that. So
Uh,
there's just not much I can really do about it. Is the issue.
Ryder's just sat on top of the rock, like I think I'm gonna sit on this and hope that it can't eat rocks.
While we're waiting on that, I'm gonna see what. I'm gonna try to get it into a safe position where I can figure out what is firing cannons.
You can do that and roll me a perception, please.
That's a natural 20, DM.
You gotta be you shitting me, bro. It's rigged. It's rigged. It's fine. One
Y'all
second.
thought roll 20 was bad.
And y'all thought roll 20 was rigged. I have to make sure it's the right bill. There's a lot of them. But on the horizon, you see not what you expect. Like when you hear cannon noises, you think of something large and like mobile. Rather, it is a dwarf from what you guess. Maybe a dwarf, and like it is set on top of a cannon with wheels that is rolling forward, and the dwarf is smacking the cannon like again.
Does he have a fucking tank?
No, it's just a fucking cannon that he's riding, that he strapped wheels to.
You described it like he got a fucking dwarven tank.
I mean, like if he had an armor shell around it, it would be a tank for him, but
Bro.
no, it's not a tank. But he is riding on top of a cannon, just firing it.
The hell are they doing over there?
Let's see if I can find where I put his token. There's a lot. I have a lot of tokens. No, that's the other artificer.
A big from Handy seeing this.
Yeah, there's a guy over there. He's got
Got a
just
cannon.
got a cannon,
He's just riding it.
and he's enjoying himself.
Yeah, he is.
I don't
having
know
a
what the
time.
hell he's doing, but he's
Right.
firing a cannon.
Try and talk to him?
He
Yeah,
doesn't
well,
seem
yeah.
to have noticed you as he's shooting into the dirt, where like the dirt is moving.
No, that's
Yeah,
like,
dirty fucking things, get back here!
Can we even get to him?
Yeah, you can see him, and you can call out to him. He's just shooting things wildly. You don't know how well his ears are after. Well, he's riding a cannon.
How many more cannonballs does he have?
It doesn't seem to be firing cannonballs. They're little, like, energy. It's like magic. Boom, that
Oh.
explodes outwards.
Like kind of thing that Handy does, or
Similar to it, but a little bit more. There's a little bit of physicality to it. Like where Handy
Okay.
uses just raw magic. There's something that he's loading every time he smacks the back end of the cannon. But it's like harder to like see from
Okay.
a distance because it's not very large. Not his token.
oh, look at that guy. Wait, what the hell kind of beard is that? He's got more hair than he does beard. What kind of dwarf is he?
That's because his beard is thick AF. You think his chin's right where his lips at? 'Cause that's where
No.
it's not.
But he's got more hair on his head than he does his beard.
Yeah, he do have a head of hair though.
This fucking guy.
A special kind of special dwarf. And he's just firing, boom, boom, again and again, at things that seem dangerous until the dirt stops moving. And he goes, "I'll get you one of these fucking days."
How do we want to do this?
Honestly, I think calling out is probably the best bet. Preferably from a little further away. He'll step up to the ridgeline, I guess, with the luck. And yeah, fuck it, he'll yell down, ready to jump back behind the fucking ridgeline if that cannon towards him.
Why are
But yeah,
you
he'll
so
yell down
aware?
and be like, and he'll yell down and be like, "Hail, traveler! You
Huh?
hunting these things too?"
As you say that, he kind of like wheels the cannon slightly. Doesn't fire it, but he looks at you. What'd you say? I can't hear you.
Are you hunting these things too?
What did you say?
Yeah, he's gonna like trying to yell down. He's like, "I'm coming down there."
You should be careful. There's a lot of things in the door.
He'll just give like a thumbs up, and he's gonna just kind of like watch the ground as he's kind of like moving just a little bit further down the ridge line.
With your
not
passive perception,
down on the ground level.
yeah, with your passive perception, you can see the kind of little trails as they start to slow and just kind of like quickly move past. And as you get close enough, he kind of looks at you and he goes, "Hello!" Wait, hello, which is an in-character thing he does.
God damn. Yeah, he'll call out. I'm not gonna keep fucking yelling because I have roommates.
No, it's okay.
Howdy. Name's Emery. I see you're hunting these things too.
You see him kind of like one finger, and then he pulls that little earbud. And sorry, forgot about those. You said it was. I read your lips. Emery, Emmerich.
Yeah, Emery Hawkins. Pleasure to meet you. You hunting these things too?
Yeah.
Excellent. You mind if we gave you a hand with that?
He kind of just looks you up and down. I don't need extra hands, but extra muscle. And he kind of like, well, you get it. You get it, right? Like help, but not extra actual. Like I don't want disembodied hands.
Yeah, I follow. Look, any of them surface. If you can get any of them to surface, we'll start blasting. But yeah, our one of our compatriots is actually down there right now
In the
fighting.
tunnels?
So
He'll never
yeah.
get out. There's no escape from the tunnels. He says like very matter of factly. I'm gonna roll something real quick. just
yeah, Father Emery mid sentence. Well, you might be surprised. Boom.
No, where's the advantage button? There it is. Get him, Locas.
Double sevens.
Double
dude.
7. Bless. So there's no way out. There's no thunk. Fuck. Somewhere elsewhere in the underside, we just get an image of Locas fucking like suplexing one of them. Doing his
Well,
best.
Yeah, he'll kind of go. You might be a tad surprised. That might be why none of them are surfacing right now. They're a bit occupied. You think you can scare any of them out, perchance?
Yeah, I think I can do that. And he kind of like smack
He's
his
gonna
hands
wave-
together.
Right before he does, he's gonna wave everybody over and like go, like basically try and get them ready. He's gonna kind of duck behind a ridge line somewhere.
Yep.
Alright.
As you have everyone kind of duck behind the ridge line, and you see him kind of aim the cannon at the ground and goes, only one shot. Well, more than one shot, but for dramatic effect, it should take only one shot. He goes, let's see how well it goes for him. That's not pretty. That's not very big. It's mine. Alrighty. So you see him kind of aim the cannon down, and there's a boom, a resounding thunk, and okay, Locas is fine. You have to roll advantage though. Oh,
Natural 20 DM.
So there's a ka-thunk, and like you hear the ground rumble, and then there's like a pillar of flame explodes out from one side, and then on another you see Locas kind of just riding a creature's corpse as it's like being burned alive. He's using it like a heat shield, just and then for extra effect, like after he gets sent flying, he just fucking pile drives it into the ground. Just like with such excitement and curiosity. And Vizigan goes, what the fucking hell is that?
Like I said, companion's a bit of a hardy one.
Just
Now whether or not the word fool is in front of hardy there is up for debate, I suppose. But
okay, this is built different. Anyway, I think that's a good point for this week's end, where you guys, as you see Locas rise, the ground starts to shake. Next week we'll begin with another combat.
oh, yeah.
Oh,
A little
boy.
bit short this week, but that's because I want
Oh.
to have to be here for the
That's fine.
return and all that stuff. Be well rested.
Nice.
That was fucking
We finally
good.
played Cowboys again.
Only took 4 weeks.